So with the NBA now officially ready to make its return and LeBron James officially into play, it is a good time to point out that no player has more at stake in all of this than he does. Since last we saw LeBron on a basketball court, we have all spent 10 hours of our lives being reminded of the ghost that he has spent his entire career chasing. This spring in sports belonged to Michael Jordan. LeBron gets the summer to respond, and he does it at 35. That's the age at which Michael won his final championship. So make no mistake, the clock is ticking. LeBron has already played one more season than MJ and more minutes than any player in history besides Kareem and Karl Malone. And it's not just LeBron who is old. The Lakers are the oldest team in the NBA. They hadn't made the playoffs since 2013. They hadn't won the West since 2010, the last time they won the title. And while he's widely expected to stay, Anthony Davis is an unrestricted free agent after this season, so the time to win is now. And here's what's at stake. LeBron could become the third player to win titles on three different teams. John Salley and Robert Horry are the others. He'd be the only one ever to win MVP of the finals for three. It would be the 17th championship for the Lakers. That would pull them even with their arch-rival Celtics for the most all time. LeBron is averaging 26 points and a league-high 10.5 assists. He's played 60 out of 63 games, 35 minutes a night, and he's been right in the center of the MVP discussion all year long. By the way, Karl Malone is the oldest player to win that award. I'll give you one guess. That's right. He was 35. So the bottom line is this. LeBron James is a global icon. He's an incredibly important voice in our culture. Nothing that happens from here on out is going to change that. But he's also a basketball player. And if that part of him is of concern to you, I would simply say these next 3 months could be as defining a stretch as he has had in his entire career. That's a little bit of what I think. Let's see if I get any agreement or disagreement. Jackie Mack is back. Jay Will is here. And Jalen Rose joins us this morning for the first time. So, Jalen, I'll give you the first word. What do you think?
I like where you were going with that, Greeny, except the headline didn't represent the fine print. And here's what I mean. During this era, the Golden State Warriors have also won 3 championships. Kevin Durant, Finals MVP twice. And you're right, LeBron does have a chance to win Finals MVP on his third team. So does Kawhi Leonard. So yes, at stake for 35 years old, 17th year without Avery Bradley, I agree with you. The time in the hourglass is ticking. But LeBron James's greatness is cemented. I don't think winning 1 or 2 championships, for that matter, would put those like myself who understand the greatness of Michael Jordan and put LeBron in the conversation of passing him just because he won 1, if not 2, with the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right, I'll bookmark that. Let me hear from Jay Williams. Jay, what do you think?
Jalen Rose, I love you. I don't know how many times you're on ESPN NBA Countdown. We'll be on there the next couple of days talking about this, but the amount of hate I feel that comes out of your voice every time we talk about LeBron James' greatness, to deflect it to somebody else is beyond me, my brother. Beyond me. You're going to tell me, because I've seen you align yourself with LeBron James for more than a vote, for suppressed votes in different economies, right? So you're going to tell me that through the midst of a pandemic, through social protest about systematic racism and the voice that LeBron James has had in the direction of the critical mass of our country that he has stood on, if he's able to win a world championship through going down to a hot pocket in Orlando where it's gone up 380% in the last week of COVID-19 cases, to go into that bubble after losing Avery Bradley, taking J.R. Smith on this team, that you're not going to let this win this championship if he gets it, take him to a different stratosphere. You can make the case that all these things it's insurmountable to a degree. If he's able to accomplish this, this is probably more difficult to accomplish than actually just winning during the regular NBA playoffs. It for sure will take him to a different level. And people may not compare him to Muhammad Ali and others because maybe, he didn't go over and not fight a war, or other people, but still what he's doing right now is monumental for today's athlete. It's way more than being an athlete. It's being exceptional.
LeBron
and we need to give him credit for that if he's able to pull this off.
Social justice warrior as an athlete. No question about it. But we're just talking about on the floor, Jay. And Jackie Mack, please get in here and let Jay Williams know why if LeBron James wins a championship this year, it doesn't make him better than Michael Jordan.
Jackie?
So, Jay, you know I love you, my dear, but I'm with Jalen on this one. I'm telling you, you can never win. Ask Kobe Bryant, ask a host of others. You can never win chasing Michael Jordan. It just isn't going to work. 6 championships, 6 MVPs, after leaving for baseball and coming back and all that. So let's just talk about the basketball for a minute, Jay. If LeBron wins again, as Jalen points out, people count rings, and LeBron would have to win 3 more. And if in this climate, I agree, what LeBron has done is amazing. Here's my point. I don't think this has anything to do with LeBron's legacy, any of it, because I agree that LeBron's legacy is already cemented, but for different reasons than either one of you have discussed. LeBron is the king of player empowerment. And to me, it's the most significant thing that's happened in his career. And it's seismic. What it has done, how it has changed the NBA. LeBron James literally seized control of his career, of his life, and did this for all the other NBA athletes. And no longer could coaches or GMs or owners dictate how players control their NBA careers. LeBron James' player empowerment, to me, is his biggest legacy, and that is already in place. And NBA players should thank him every single day for making that possible for all of them as well.
Let's make sure that...
Jackie,
go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. You go.
I was going to say, Jackie, I'm with you. You didn't hear Michael Jordan ever come out of my voice. Jalen Rose just tried to pivot and make this whole thing about Michael Jordan. That's not where I was going. What you're talking about is the empowerment. And there's a lot of different reasons that can make you define what greatest is, right? What greatest is. And empowerment for the next tier of athlete and what he's doing for people, to combine that with winning championships on the court. If he's able to do this through this pandemic, we have to give value to that. There's a lot of value to that, winning under these circumstances, if we're actually able to have a finalization of the season.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.